Hello everyone, thank you again for dropping by my video. Today I want to talk a little bit about gymnastics rings and why I enjoy using them to train with. You see rings quite a lot in gymnastics and they're very well regarded within the calisthenics scene for a good reason. So as I'm training for sets of 7 today, I want to give you 5 reasons why I think you should train with these. No doubt you've probably heard of the first reason why rings are great tools for your training. Rings offer an added challenge of forcing you to remain stable throughout any given movement. If you've ever tried to do dips on rings instead of parallel bars, you'll know exactly what I mean. Because rings aren't rooted to the ground, a lot more effort needs to be placed on maintaining balance throughout the concentric and eccentric portions of a movement. Performing your reps more slowly compared to the norm can help you learn the balance needed for the movement. While this may result in you performing less repetitions than normal, the long-term benefits of doing so are well worth the effort. The second reason to use rings is due to the infinite number of grip variations you can use. You can see throughout my repetitions that I start with an overhand grip, but as I'm moving upward, I transition to an underhand chin-up grip. There's multiple reasons for why I do this, but the most important one is to tackle as many muscle groups within my forearms as I can. Additionally, the underhand grip recruits the biceps more than the overhand grip, something I feel the need to do simply because I don't train biceps as much as I should. The fact that you can modify your grip at will also means you mitigate the risk of injury. For example, tennis elbow is a very common injury for pull-ups, and the solution to prevent this is often to change your grip to something your body's more adapted to. Rings are perfect for this given that you can use any grip you like between overhand, neutral, which is usually the best for avoiding injury, and underhand grip. The third reason is because rings are perfect for all skill levels. You can perform every progression of any movement from the most basic to the most advanced variation. If you can't do pull-ups yet, the rings offer you the opportunity to perform lesser variations like the Australian pull-up. You can also lower the height of the rings to increase the difficulty of your assisted pull-ups if you feel they have become easy but still can't do pull-ups just yet. Inversely, if regular pull-ups themselves are easy, you can do as I'm doing here and perform L-sit pull-ups or other, more advanced variations. In my last video, I mentioned that I sometimes like to perform an additional set to see if what I'm currently doing is within my comfort zone. As with everything, stepping outside your comfort zone is how you know you can improve. If I can perform as many reps in this additional set as I have in my previous 5, I know that I can take my training up a notch, be it by adding another rep in each set, add weight, or indeed perform a more difficult variation of the movement. This is how I approach progressive overload and try to build up endurance. Here, I'm also doing pike push-ups. In addition to pull-ups, I'm also trying to learn how to do handstands, and one of the things I need to develop is my upper chest and shoulder strength to be able to hold the position. So far, I can do wall-assisted handstands and can somewhat manage elbow stands unassisted, so I have some ways to go before I can get to where I really want with this. Following from what I previously said, the fourth reason for using rings is because they're probably the best tool to use to learn static skills such as the front and back lever, as well as other advanced skills like the muscle up. As I just mentioned, rings can be used for all levels of progressions, and this is no different for the most advanced skills. Additionally, it does happen that not everyone can use the bar to learn how to do a back lever simply because their wrist mobility doesn't allow it, or it's difficult to move your feet under the bar. As such, rings are perfect for learning skills in a way that is best suited for you. Finally, rings are relatively cheap for what they can offer. Considering all the benefits I stated so far, they are well worth the cost, making them relatively inexpensive. Add to that the fact that you can use them virtually anywhere. Having been to various gyms throughout my life, rings are not things you commonly find in them. In that case, there's no reason not to get a pair of your own to bring with you. You can also take them outdoors, hang them to an outdoor pull-up bar or even to a tree, although you do need to be sure that whatever tree you decide to use is sturdy enough to support your weight before strapping your rings to it. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, comment any tips or questions you may have, and thank you very much for watching.